Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so you've just unboxed a brand new induction cooktop. You're probably feeling a mix of sheer excitement and, let's be real, mild terror, right? Because induction cooking, it's practically magic. It's lightning fast, it's incredibly efficient, and it looks beautiful. But it also comes with a bit of a learning curve that can leave you scratching your head, or worse, scratching that super expensive new glass top. Today, we're going to change all that. We're going to take you from a confused beginner to a completely confident cooktop hacker, armed with the exact knowledge you need to safely operate, perfectly maintain, and brilliantly protect your induction hob.
So, here's our game plan. We'll start with the safety and installation basics, move on to the cookware compatibility test, and then master those controls. After that, we'll tackle the cooktop scratch threat, and finally, wrap things up with some ultimate protection hacks.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1. Safety and Installation Basics.
Let's rapid fire through some absolutely critical safety rules to get your kitchen dialed in safely. First up, keep kids under 8 away unless you're watching them like a hawk, because those accessible parts get really hot. Second, since induction uses electromagnetic fields, anyone with a pacemaker needs to have a quick chat with their doctor before using it. Third, and this is a big one, if you ever spot a crack in the glass surface, stop using it immediately. Literally unplug it because there is a serious electric shock risk. And lastly, unattended oil is a huge fire hazard. Never ever use water to put out a grease fire. Instead, just switch off the appliance and smother the flame with a lid or a fire blanket.
Now, regarding installation, proper ventilation is an absolute must. Those strict clearance requirements you see in the manual for the space beneath and behind the unit, they are there for a very good reason. Induction hobs generate a ton of internal heat, and they rely on cooling fans to keep things safe. If you skip those exact millimeter measurements, or if you forget to install a separator panel when putting the hob above a cabinet, you are seriously risking overheating the whole appliance or even melting your electrical cables. No one wants that.
Moving right along to Section 2, the Cookware Compatibility Test.
This brings us to literally the most common question for any new induction user. Will my absolute favorite pan actually work on this thing? Well, the answer comes down to the science of magnets. And unfortunately, yeah, a lot of traditional aluminum or copper pans are probably going to have to be retired.
But here's how you know for sure. The ultimate compatibility test is super simple. Just grab a basic fridge magnet. If it sticks firmly to the bottom of your pot, you are golden. Materials like enameled steel, cast iron, or specific types of stainless steel work beautifully. And that's because induction actually physically closes an electric circuit using magnetic fields. If there's no magnetic connection, the hob won't even realize the pan is sitting there. You can also just check the bottom of the pan for that universal little coil symbol.
But wait, there's a catch. Even if your pan is incredibly magnetic, it absolutely must have a perfectly flat bottom to be efficient. Uneven bases, like those old warped pans we all have, or pots with really heavily textured bottoms, they just fail to distribute heat evenly. In fact, if the base is too warped, it might not even trigger the hob's sensors to turn on at all. So, if you want those super fast boil times induction is famous for, you need that flat, flush contact straight against the glass.
Okay, Section 3, Mastering the Controls.
Before you cook a single thing, you really need to understand that your hob has a built-in power management system. It's actually a brilliant safety feature designed to stop you from overloading your home's electrical circuits. When you install it, this can be adjusted anywhere from 2.5 up to 7.2 kilowatts. Basically, if you've got multiple zones just blasting on high heat at the same time, the hob will automatically step in, cap it, and balance the power levels so you stay within a safe electrical limit for your house. Now, taking a look at the control panel itself, it is sleek, it's modern, but watch out because those touch buttons are incredibly sensitive. A great tip from the Reddit community is to never leave anything lying across that control panel when you aren't using it. Not even a piece of paper or a kitchen towel. Literally just a slight shift can accidentally turn the stove on, or it'll just trigger this endless chorus of error beeps. Another really crucial detail from the manual is making sure you match your pot's diameter to the specific cooking zone you're using. These usually range from about 100 to 220 millimeters. If you perfectly center a pot of the correct size, the internal safety system can accurately monitor the temperature. But if you throw a tiny pot on a massive cooking zone or put down an empty pan with a really thin base, the temperatures can spike almost instantly. That can actually bypass the automatic shutoff function and do some real damage to your appliance.
Let's jump into Section 4, the Cooktop Scratch Threat.
Look, the glass on these hubs is tough, but it is definitely not invincible. The folks over at the Ludicata Cooktop Protection blog have pointed out the biggest culprits for ruining that beautiful surface. The number one offender? Dragging heavy cast iron skillets across the glass. Just don't do it. But honestly, it doesn't even take something that heavy. Something as small as a single stray grain of coarse sea salt trapped under a sliding pan can leave a devastating, permanent scratch. Using abrasive scouring pads or pans with rough bottoms are also pretty much guaranteed to destroy that pristine showroom shine.
So, how do we fight this? You just need to build 3 super simple maintenance steps into your daily routine. Step 1, just wipe down the glass with soap and hot water after every single use, so spills don't bake on. Step 2, never ever use abrasive scrubbers or chlorine-based cleaners. And step 3, which is frankly the golden rule of induction cooking, always pick up your pans to move them. Never drag them, just lift.
And finally, Section 5, Ultimate Protection Hacks.
Okay, but what if you want to completely eliminate the risk of scratching altogether? There's a pretty wild claim from the cooking community on Reddit. They suggest putting a paper towel directly underneath your cookware while you cook. I know, right? Want a paper towel instantly catch fire on a hot stove? It sounds like a total disaster waiting to happen, but it actually perfectly illustrates the magic of how induction works.
See, because induction uses magnetic fields to heat the metal pan directly and not the glass itself, the surface only gets warm from the pan's residual heat. Now, standard thin paper, that burns at around 300 degrees Celsius. But standard nonstick pans actually max out and start degrading at about 250 degrees Celsius. So if you're cooking on medium heat, a paper towel can safely just chill underneath your pan. It catches the grease, completely prevents scratches, and doesn't burst into flames. It's a pretty cool party trick, though obviously, use some common sense and maybe don't try this on your maximum searing settings.
But hey, if paper towels make you a little nervous, or you just want a permanent, reusable solution, let me introduce you to the ultimate cooktop hack, the silicone hob protector. This is a specially designed mat made of fiberglass-infused silicone that is literally built to sit on your induction hob while you're cooking. It acts as a dedicated, heat-resistant shield right between your heavy pans and that delicate glass.
These things are an absolute game changer. Not only do they completely stop your heavy cast iron from scratching the glass, but they also give your flat-bottom pans this incredible grip. So if you're stirring a thick stew, your pot isn't sliding all over the place. They catch every bit of grease and boil over, and the best part, when you're done, you just peel the mat off and throw it straight in the dishwasher. Effortless.
So there you go. You are officially an induction cooktop expert. You know how to respect the electrical limits, you know exactly which pans to use, and you've got the inside scoop on fiberglass-infused silicone mats. I want to leave you with this thought. Now that you're armed with the paper towel secret and you can confidently master your new appliance without any fear of ruining it, what is the very first thing you're going to cook? Get in there, stay safe, and enjoy the absolute magic of induction.